Yes, people, welcome back to Barber Banter. Don't forget, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell, and sharing is caring. You know who I am, it's your Uncle Pat here. This episode is should black women wear weaves? Has black women gone too far with different colour hair, different colour weaves? Do they wear their weaves too long? Has lace front weave become an epidemic? Should they embrace their natural hair? Will we ever see black women with natural hair again? Have you wore a weave all your life? Does your girl wear a weave? Have you ever seen your girlfriend without a weave? Does your mum, your sister, your auntie wear a weave? Do you think you're setting the right education for our children wearing this weave? Do you want to embrace your natural hair but you're ashamed of your natural hair, or you can't embrace it because you go to a job and they say you can't wear your natural hair in the office? From 4K to 5K, Chinese weave, Brazilian weave, horse-tail weave, lace front weave, gluing weave. Has your boyfriend ever seen you without a weave? Or all this time your boyfriend don't know what you look like because you're faking your identity? Black men, do you want to see black women with their natural hair? Would you rather them with weave or without? Today we're on location at Hair by Toyin on Barking Road, where we're gonna have a good discussion, a good debate. Watch this space. So I know I think, let's hear what you think. Let's take this to the hairdressers.
You can't force a woman to stop wearing a wig or weave. She'll do that when she's ready.
You can't talk to a black woman about wearing a weave. You can cuss their dad, you can talk about their mum, they won't say nothing. But the minute you talk about their weave.
I don't like weave, innit? I don't like when I see necessarily, I don't hold it against women when they're wearing weaves, but for me personally, it's a turn off.
You're saying that women should wear their natural hair, you should wear their natural hair, but you lot, girls got shape ups. That's not your natural hairline, is it?
No, but
So the fact that you're wearing a bald head, yeah, you should walk around, embrace your bald, that your head is seated, embrace yourself, embrace your naturalness. I like.
When he said things like, oh yeah, you should rock his, my guy's getting bored, don't get it twisted.
Further, I can still be for the black cause with a straight blonde hair, my bob, with swinging and stuff.
You want to come to me and step to me and you're wearing that thing on your head and you're trying to educate me about my culture and you don't even know yourself because you're wearing that big old damn weave on your head. You hate yourself. Don't even come and talk to me about my culture if you're wearing that weave, because I will rip you.
Because if you're saying that you're wearing a hat because of your insecurity.
My insecurities are getting bored. You wear a weave because you're insecure.
So you can find like bushy weaves and like...
No, not bushy, but you know.
We don't say bushy.
It's because of words like that. It's and on a subconscious level, it's making us feel like our hair texture is inferior.
The reason why a lot of black women are insecure is because black men haven't really made it easy for us as well.
But I feel like if black men could also stand with black women and encourage black women.
Beautiful long weave, man, then would be like, oh, listen. She's a baddie. When I have my hair shaved off, listen, when I have my hair shaved off, they're not interested. 100%. They're not.
Yes, we can wear whatever we want to wear. It's 2019. Black girls love to experiment with their hairstyles. That's what makes us unique to other races. We do different hairstyles, so it's okay to wear weave.
Personally, I prefer natural look at it, but I understand where females are coming from. Like certain females only have wigs because they want to protect their hairstyles and like that. The reason I got dreadlocks personally is because doing my hair in the morning is long. Yeah, so I can't rock out with a wig or weave in it. So I was like, man, let me just get dreads in it.
Girls gotta do what they gotta do. So I think if it looks nice, you should use it. But I don't like those.
So what? Would you wear like a? Would you wear like a green wig?
No, I'm sorry, no, not green, no, blonde, I'm black, no.
Yeah, you know it's right, I don't mind the weave when the girls wear weave, but I just don't like it when they act like they got wings, you know them ones? Like, you already know.
I said they got wings!
You know them ones, like, fam, you don't have that same confidence about the weave, so I allow it. But, like,
shit!
Like, I'm calm, like I said, I'm calm with the weave. It's just like when they want to move like they're good at it, but I'm calm with it. Like, all the makeup, I'm blessed, like, all that extension, I'm cool. Just don't think you're like a god at it.
I'm gonna start off by saying No, it doesn't protect your hair because it makes your hair break out like a coconut. Yes, white women do wear weaves, but they wear weaves that look like their own hair. Yes, white women do curl their hair, but they curl it still looks like their own hair. Yes, and yes, wearing weave is postnatal slave syndrome.
I think that.
I told the amount of hate I'm about to get online, fam. It's about to be real. I'm there with you. I'm there with you.
You're absolutely buoying it. You're buoying it.
You can't talk to a black woman about wearing a weave. You can cuss their dad. You can talk about their mum. They won't say nothing. But the minute you talk about their weave, it's like they jump in front of a bus for the weave. The weave. It makes no sense. And this is what happened. Hello? Yeah, is this Patrick and cut above the rest? Yeah. I need to come and get a haircut. Someone told me to come and see you, get a haircut. Okay, cool. It's in a bad state though. And this is what happens. Let me show you what happens. My name's Susan, and look at my hair, it's all broken out at the side because I don't know why it's broken. Was you wearing a weave? Yes, I was wearing a weave. That's why your hair's broken. You come in my shop looking like this, you got a weave on the top, and all the sides of your head is skin out and peel out, looking like this coconut. Then you got to take your hair down to number 1. Yeah? Because it's peel out, because you put too much chemicals in it, or you blonde your hair and it's burn it out. Well, look at you now. I ain't taking back no talk. Good.
I think that's a wild statement, you know.
Is it though?
It's a wild statement to say something like that. Because you said that, I actually wish I came with my wig. I really do.
Militant.
You know.
But you came with your wigs.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, the reason why I've got this wave is because the wig has been helping me grow my hair, and I don't give a shit what Uncle Pat is saying because it works for me. Do you understand? People are saying stuff like, oh yeah, it's just an excuse to wear weave. No. My hair's not playing hide and seek. It will come out when it ever needs to come out in it. You understand what I'm trying to say? And it's out now. I have no issues with black women wearing weave. Me, myself, if I don't wear this natural hair, I'm wearing weave. I don't know what the problem is. I see it as this year. Me, I can only speak for myself, but I wear weave to grow my hair. I'm not gonna lie, ever since I've been banging out gym, because of the heat that is created on my head, my hair's been growing in it. But it's only because my hair's been in protective hairstyle, cane rolls, and then on top of that, wig. You know what I mean? So when people are saying, oh yeah, you guys are making excuses because you don't love yourself, you're not confident enough because you're wearing weave, I think that's bullshit, innit? It's all subject to the individual, it's just bullshit. If I say that I want to wear it to grow my hair, that's what I'm doing, innit? And clearly, I'm telling the truth because I'm rocking my natural hairstyle. This, like I said before, my hair's not playing hide and seek. It will come out whenever it wants to play, innit?
Okay, my view is this, right? And I wasn't gonna go in because I bought something from the grocery shop. I was gonna bring it. I said, no, it's too much, right? But my view is this, right? Do you use the word? Do you use the N-word? Terry, do you use the N-word?
No.
Right. Why don't you use the N-word?
Because I know where it comes from.
Right. Listen. Okay. So this is my thing.
Step to the trap.
The N-word comes from slavery, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? And the N-word has been turned into fashion now.
Okay.
Because people have forgotten the history of the N-word.
Okay.
Straightening your hair comes from slavery, from the master's house. Now it's turned into fashion because everybody's forgotten about what we went through. When people came over in the Windrush, they were straightening their hair. Why? To be accepted into the white society.
Into the working society.
When it was in the master's house, they couldn't go in there with nappy hair. So they had to straighten their hair, put all chemicals, burn their scalp, do this, burn their hair, sizzle it. If you want to wear a weave on, you can wear a weave on, but why are you wearing a Polish weave on? Why are you wearing... You can find like bushy weaves and like...
No, not bushy, but you mean...
We're not saying bushy.
What I'm saying...
So
what do you say then?
You say kinky, you say natural.
Oh my, there's kinky. You say kinky?
First of all, I didn't mean it like that, innit?
I meant.
No, but that's what you said, and that's really like that's triggering. Because
yeah.
the whole reason why black women don't like to, some black women, not all black women, don't feel comfortable with their natural hair is because of words like that. It's describing, no, he said bushy, and it's like it's bushy, it's unkept, it's fluffy, it's wild, it's nappy, it's nigger knots, it's all of these words that we're using is going into our brains, and on a subconscious level it's making us feel like our hair texture is inferior. You're not saying, oh, you know, fluffy, wavy, you know, do you know what I mean? You're not, that word doesn't automatically come to your head. What automatically came to your head was a negative connotation. There are some women who feel less confident about their natural hair, but I feel like that has come over a series of generations where black women have been made to feel inferior about their natural hair texture. And obviously when you see what's the epitome of beauty, which is the exact opposite of what your natural hair looks like, you're going to automatically want to change in order to fit the stereotype or fit the ideal of what beauty is, because you're a woman at the end of the day, black or whatever colour you are, you still want to look attractive and you still want to be desirable and you still want to be seen as beautiful. So if you're constantly being told and brainwashed and on a subconscious level you believe that your hair is inferior, that's very damaging to someone's self-esteem and them feeling like they need to then change themselves into something that's more beautiful but not them. That can be very psychologically disturbing.
What you were saying though, yeah? Like, I was obviously raised by my mum and that. I watched her go through that whole period of doing this, like straightening her hair, relaxing her hair, and I watched her hair break. I watched her basically go bald, innit, yeah? Trying to fit in to society so she could get a job and do all that stuff, try and fit in with society, innit, yeah? And I watched her hair break and it break her, innit? Right? Me personally, that put me off. I don't like weave, innit? I don't like when I see necessarily, I don't hold it against women when they're wearing weaves, but for me personally, it's a turn off. And there's a reason behind it, 2 reasons. Obviously that, let me land. Obviously that, and the other thing for me is, the minute I see a girl every day in weave, especially weave that don't even match like her skin tone, her natural hair, whatever. What she really look like? It's not even that. I'm like, first thing that comes to mind is you got confidence issues. You have issues within yourself that need to be resolved. I already, in my head, I'm like, this is not somewhere we can go. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can't deal with this right now because you've got...
What are you saying? Are you saying black women should wear natural hair?
I feel like the majority of black women would benefit from going against the tradition of wearing weave and starting coming out in their natural hair. You know, like when I used to have low hair all the time.
Let Ola land because you've been meaning to speak.
This is 2009, yeah? You're saying that women should wear their natural hair, you should wear natural hair, but you lot girls got shape-ups. That's not your natural hairline, is it? No, but you should walk around. It's not your natural hairline, is it? You should walk around naturally without shape-ups. No, let me finish. So if you're natural, if you're natural, you should be natural. No, I want to. So the fact that you're wearing the bald head, yeah, you should walk around, embrace the bald, that your hair is receding, embrace yourself, embrace your naturalness. I like, because I'm telling these guys always say, oh, black women should wear weave. But what the hell are you talking about? They walk around without shape-up. Men are more, they're more vain than women. They get their hair cut every week. Yeah? Shape up a second. Walk around without shape up. Walk around naturally. Walk around naturally. That's what he sees. Some of you guys out there chat bare shit, man. Yeah? If you want girls to be natural, yeah, you should go natural as well. Don't get a shape up. Don't get a haircut. Don't shave your beard. You should go natural as well. But you should go natural. Yeah? You want, I want my girl to be natural. So you want a girl to be natural, yeah? So you want your girl, yeah, not to shave off her armpit, not to shave off her pum pum, yeah? So that's what you want, yeah? Come on, bruv, man. Relax, man.
I think that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking, round of applause. I'm so happy that you actually said that, because a lot of men are out here trying to tell women what to wear and what not to do. These times, worry about yourself, and you've got underlying issues clearly underneath your hair. Some of you men are wearing frontals, moving like it's your hairline. These times it's not even your hairline, so I beg, deal with your hairline and let me deal with my weave. What's the problem?
He dabbed me, right? I wear a cap most of the time, right? No. I wear a cap most of the time.
He does wear it. He does wear it.
I'm wearing bald, isn't it? Yeah? So I'm covering up saying I don't like. Cover up your hair, right? That's for one. And for two, shake up your hairline. Hold on, wait a minute. My point is that if you don't like something on your head, you're gonna cover it up. Weave, okay, right? That's what another thing is, yeah, right? So don't try and get me because yours is going, right? This is one time.
I'm for. I don't mind women. Hold on. When you say a black woman, hold on, let me finish. When I say a black woman, you say a black woman shaving her hair. It doesn't. When I say you shouldn't wear European weed, you should be natural. Yeah. I'm talking about you changing your identity because the thing you put on your head is not shaped. It's you are.
Men like Pat. Oh my days. Bruv, you should go natural as well, innit? You want girls to go natural, you should go natural as well. Embrace your receding hairline, yeah? Your bald patch. Embrace it, man. Go natural, innit? I mean, you want the girls to go natural and don't wear weave, yeah? You know, you go bald, innit? Simple thing, man.
So man like Big T, yeah? This guy is such a plonker, right? Now this guy said, yeah, that if I want women to go natural, yeah, I should go natural and just rock my bald head, innit? Yeah, I do rock a bald head, yeah? What I'm trying to say is that, when I say to be natural, I'm talking about being yourself, enhancing your own natural ability, your own beauty, yeah? I'm saying, okay, for instance, let me ask Big T this question, yeah, right? If your front tooth come out your head, if your front tooth came out, would you go and get a replacement? Or would you walk around smiling with no teeth in your head? That's the question I want to ask him. You go and get a replacement. You go and get a replacement, but you get a replacement of a human tooth, not a flipping saber-toothed tiger. You won't walk around looking like a saber-toothed tiger like that, would you? You go and get a human tooth in your head. What I'm saying to women, got to be natural, yeah? I'm saying, if you're gonna enhance yourself for your own person, your own blackness. Enhance yourself. So if you're gonna put a weave on your hair, don't put a European or Chinese weave on your head, because it's just dumb. You put an Afro weave in your head. So when he said things like, oh yeah, you should rock his, my guy's going bald, don't get it twisted. He ain't bald yet, but my guy is going bald, all right? My guy's going bald. And when he goes bald, I wanna see him rock the side of his head through the middle and see how dumb you look. It's just dumb.
The thing is, I totally understand where your mum is coming from, because I came to that realisation when I was in university. I'd shaved off all my relaxed hair. Actually, different to a lot of black girls, I didn't get my hair relaxed until I was in secondary school. My dad was adamant that he didn't want me to do it. And then I grew up and I was like, I don't actually know what my hair texture is like. So I shaved it off and I started again. And then I shaved it off and then I relaxed it. Then I shaved it off, then I bleached it. Then I grew it, then I relaxed it again, and now I wear wigs and stuff. So what I wanted to say in that is that I use it as a form of dressing. Like, I'll literally look at an outfit and think, I need a ginger to make that pop, okay? So that's for me. Obviously, every single woman is different, and I don't think that it's fair to tar us with the same brush. Now, going back to your mum, you have to understand that our parents are like born or grew up, well, they definitely grew up in post-colonial times, in times where they were told that their hair and their skin colour was too dark, they needed to be as close to white as possible. So I understand with our parents that they come with that, and when we were younger it was like, no, you have to get it out and all of that. But as we grow up, as I'm a woman now, okay, I think it's fine. I think it's fine that I can make that choice, because that's never been an insecurity of mine.
Fine to use. Is there
that's a big debate. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Do you know why it's not the same? Do you know why it's not the same thing? The reason why it's not the same thing is because I have body autonomy. I have choice over what I choose to put on my head, change with my head. But with nigger, with that word, it's loaded. It's so heavy, and so is our hair, because if you think about it, in the 60s, the Black Panther movement, they used afros as a way to challenge societal norms. It wasn't just the hair. Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is that now we've come further. I can still be for the black cause with a straight blonde hair. Swinging and stuff. I can't educate. You couldn't educate me. Absolutely, I can. Absolutely.
You want to come to me and step to me, and you're wearing that thing on your head, and you're trying to educate me about my culture, and you don't even know yourself because you're wearing that big old damn weave on your head. You hate yourself. Don't even come and talk to me about my culture if you're wearing that weave, because I will rip you. And any black man out there that don't like it, I don't give a damn. Yeah, it's about time you grew up and we think about your children. Stop putting that dumbness on your head, so your daughter can learn to love and respect herself and love and respect her own hair. When she sees mummy with that stupidness in her head, she's gonna want to put it on her head because she sees mummy with it. Or when that boy sees his mum with a weave on, he wants to find a woman with straight hair and thinks it's normal.
Black men as a group, I'm sorry to generalise, are fickle.
it's true, you know, like one day it's like we don't like this, we don't like that, we can't appease them, and it's a sad day if a woman lives her life based on the views of another man rather than herself and what makes her feel comfortable and what makes her happy and how she feels.
Because if you're saying that you're wearing a hat because of your insecurity.
In my insecurity, I'm getting bored. You wear a wig because of your insecurity. Some men.
I'm not insecure. I love my hair. I love my skin.
But that's not. No. You've been talking for time. Whose fault is that? No. Whose fault? No. Whose fault is the fact that? No. Let me land. The reason why a lot of black women are insecure is because black men haven't really made it easy for us as well. Because in school, listen to what I'm saying. In school, people say, "Oh, your hair looks snappy. Look at your struggle pony and stuff like that." Don't you think that plays up with us? Don't you think that plays up? No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're not listening to what I'm saying. No, but this was before we were even wearing weave. This was before we were even wearing weave. It's only now that younger girls are wearing weave. Them days, we were all rocking our natural hairstyle, wearing braids. Guys are coming up to us saying, "Look at your struggle pony, look at your nappy hair." You don't think that plays up with our mind? And all the girls are wearing relaxer. And then, you know what's mad, yeah? It's when the man they want to be woke by hair, that's when all the women need to be woke by hair. That's dead, man. Whenever I'll get my epiphany, and I have. I'm rocking my natural hair now. Maybe she's not ready to rock a natural hair now. Let her have an epiphany at some point and she'll wear it. Because I hate when because I don't like it when black men are saying, "Oh, all of a sudden you need to wear your black hair because you're." I said, "I'll cut it now." All of a sudden because you're woke. That's not cool. You can't force a woman to stop wearing a wig or weave. She'll do that when she's ready. And if you do that with love, she's more likely to do that. If you're gonna be like bare, like, "Oh, you look ugly with weave," or "You look terrible," "You're stupid for wearing weave," she ain't gonna stop anytime soon. There's gonna be times where she's gonna be like, "You know what, yeah, let me try this natural hair thing." Because as black women, we have different hairstyles. Tomorrow I might be bald. Tomorrow I might have very long hair, 28 inches weave. What's the problem? You know what I'm trying to say? She will stop wearing a wig or weave whenever she's ready. It's as simple as that.
What you were saying as well, let me feed in that. I understand the whole fashion accessory thing, and I'm not hating on any girl that wants to bust a green wig because she got green crepes on, or do you know what I'm saying? Do that, do you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're going out. Do you know what I mean? Wait, let me finish the thing in it. Hold tight, let me finish the thing in it. Yeah, that's calm. My issue is when it's an everyday thing and you're actually going out of your way to avoid the issue at hand, innit? Yeah, you want to go bust a bright purple wig, go do that. I ain't got an issue with that. But that's not, if that's your everyday, that's your life.
You need to realise what year we're in, what day and age we're in.
But the thing is,
we're talking about consciousness.
There's still racism going on now. It's not like it's finished. It's not like everyone's equal now. No one's like, black people are still not seen as equal.
It's not about people having it as a fashion accessory. I'm getting it, and it's not even just talking about weaves, but we're on that right now. I'm talking about people who aren't aware of themselves and aren't aware of the history of what they're doing. Do you understand? The psychology behind it. If you're not aware of the psychology behind it, and you're going out there and doing the madnesses, that's an issue for us as a people. Wonder, it's an issue for our people, innit? Like, if you're not aware of the history behind it, you don't understand the psychology behind it, then you need to educate yourself.
But that comes with time. It doesn't come with forcing it on women to stop wearing wigs.
I'm not disputing that. And I could never force anybody to not to.
I just feel like it's sad. Like,
I would explain it.
Where I work in a department store and all I see is black girls everywhere with wig. I'm like probably one of the minorities that have their natural hair. I don't care. I'll have my natural protective styling braids in. Like today, I literally just took it out before I came in here. So I just feel like sometimes, okay, cool, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and say I've never worn a wig before. I'll wear a wig if I feel like, okay, I want to look a bit different, I don't want to dye my hair and whatnot. But living in it every day, I feel like it's unacceptable. I feel like it's not needed. There needs to be a cut-off line. You need to know, have boundaries, because at the end of the day,
some girls have that different level of confidence though.
Like, I don't even think it's always confidence.
I don't think it's that.
Sometimes it's just like, well, that's what they prefer. It's like some people wear boot cuts all the time. Like, we can't change it.
I like a guy that gets to gym every 2 weeks, but you're not gonna meet a guy.
But the thing is, as well, with me, yeah, growing up my whole life, I've been told, oh, you've got good hair though. You can't speak on this topic. What's good hair? What is good? There's no such thing as good hair. Okay, we've been told through slavery.
Manageable
Do you know what I'm saying?
Let's not be obtuse about it though. Even though we're woke, we know that there's no such thing as good hair, but in this society there is. And also we have to, like, even Bell Hooks said it, like she said, women that are fairer skinned with the looser hair, they're more like we've seen it through the rap videos,
but we're
Instagram.
breaking it.
No, we are breaking it, but you also have to understand that it's still hard for a girl with 4C hair. When I'm walking, 4C is like the coarse, like the tightest comb, the one that's the least desirable. That if I don't comb it, it's just gonna be like this. Yeah, it's not interesting.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because today at work I was combing my hair because I didn't have time to do it at home. The way all these people were looking at me like, rah, what is this cotton hair that she's got? They were looking at me mad, but it's hair.
Yeah.
When people say I want to see girls wearing natural hair, normally they're not even talking about my type of hair. They're talking about your type of hair. And I'm not even trying to talk about this good hair and bad hair thing, but that's literally the reality of it. Natural hair is supposed to be natural hair, but people have kind of like make it two separate
personally,
things.
when I say natural hair, I mean whatever you got on your head, innit? I'm not trying to say like silky or this or that.
I wouldn't say me wearing a wig doesn't represent me, but it doesn't make me inferior to other women that don't wear wigs. My qualifications, the things that I've accomplished in life do not change with whether I'm wearing a wig or not. Whether or not I should be respected doesn't change with whether or not I'm wearing a wig. That's what I was getting at. Of course it changes your, not your identity, but how you are presented to the world. Let's not lie, if I went to like a job interview at a really super posh place, I'm not gonna wear my 30-inch jet black hair, and that's a decision that every woman of every race makes. White women, for example, they might have pink coloured at the back of their hair and they're gonna wear the hair in a pony because obviously it's not appropriate for the role. And that's the same thing. Obviously ours is more nuanced because through time we've been told that our afros and our dreads, our hair in its natural state is not professional, which I think is disgusting, but I don't think that's the topic that we're talking about here.
Right, welcome back to Barber Banter, guys. We're here with
Agrippa Opoku. Agrippa.
Agrip. What's your name, bro?
Rodney.
Rodney, yeah? Are you sure? What's your actual name, blood?
Man said, what's my actual name? What, do you want the African name?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, call me Kwabena.
Okay, Rodney. So obviously, we want to ask you, yeah? Do you prefer your ladies with natural hair or with weave and wigs?
Well, I think my best preference is natural.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fam, female with naturals, yeah? Look, they're not hiding nothing. Imagine man will pull up a party, yeah? And see all them girls with the thingy on the hair, bro. That's nasty, bro. That's nasty, fam. Are you joking? Nah, natural forever, man.
I ain't got much to say about this here. I think women should wear whatever they want in it.
Yes,
Whatever they feel comfortable. If you want to wear weave and you feel it makes you feel beautiful, wear it. You should wear it. Doesn't matter. I mean, you don't know exactly what how it makes you feel. As a man, one second. We all have insecurities, especially women. They got their own insecurities. Yeah. But Pat, you're my boy. Yeah. But I'm saying that. Like, who are you to tell what to wear? But what are you to tell women what to wear? You don't want he's bold. For me, if she got an opinion towards it, that makes sense because she's a woman. Yeah. As men, I don't think that's our place for. Exactly. It's not women.
It's not. As men, it might. Hold on, wait. As men, it's not our place to tell a girl what she should do. Never.
I don't think that black men or any men should have any right or any say on any woman's body and what they do with it. Too long, women's bodies have been policed from when we've been young. Our bodies have never belonged to us. Obviously when I was younger, my parents said I couldn't do this because they were the parent, and then as I grew older and I should have had more autonomy, it was like, oh, your husband's not gonna like the tattoos and stuff. And then as I get older, it's because I'm worried about what men will think. When will I then make the decision what makes me happy? We need to move away from that.
You take a village to raise a child, yeah? Right? This is this, yeah? I sacrifice drinking for my business. I sacrifice smoking weed for my children, yeah? I sacrifice a lot of things, yeah? I sacrifice things so my next generation could grow. Women should sacrifice weeds so their children can look up and say, look at mommy's hair. I want a woman just like that.
You know what it is, yeah?
The reason why we're in this, the reason why we're in this, saying that. The reason why we're in this predicament, yeah? The reason why we're in this predicament, yeah? Is because we don't sacrifice.
You don't sacrifice.
Uncle Pat just said that he sacrificed smoking, all of that for your business. Bro, that was your choice. That's what you wanted to do for your business. No, not everyone, not about me.
He still lives in the bad days, like, as I said, Uncle Pat has never changed. He always lives in the bad days. There's him innit. But like, listen, I'm just saying it's a different day and age now, innit? Things are different, innit? Like, you just have to adapt to it. The same way with music, how music used to be before is not the same. You just have to learn how to go with it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah? Pat, I'm gonna be honest with you. What you're saying is not incorrect at all, but there's encouraging someone and there's forcing somebody.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Because
that's the level you got to go on.
That's
what I'm saying. You're right.
Because when someone is overweight or whatever you want to call it, yeah, obese, if you start saying you must go to the gym to lose weight, are they gonna go? No. If you encourage them in a loving way, then they will go to the gym, or they would want to go to the gym and sort it out. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm not saying that what you're saying is incorrect, but it's the way it's said. And a lot of men nowadays, it's like they want to force women to start wearing natural hair. I'm not saying that what they're saying is a bad thing in terms of like encouraging people to wear natural hair, but it's not really encouraging because you're making it seem like, the women that are wearing weave are stupid. I've heard people say some mad stuff saying, women that are wearing weave are stupid, blah 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 blah. That's a nonsense. And I see as this, yeah. When a woman is ready to drop the weave, she will. But you have to give her time. But the only way you're gonna help her do that is by letting her do her. Yeah. And be loving about it. If you want her to wear natural hair, just be calm with it. Don't be forcing women to do it. What she'll do when she's ready.
Hold tight. Let me say this. This is what I'm saying though, innit? Yeah. If we don't provide the information, we don't. Like, I'm not with.
But it's how you provide.
I'm not on with what Uncle P was saying. You can't just run up to girls and say, drop this dead weave thing. Yeah. It's not about that. That's not. And I would never encourage anyone to be saying things to anyone like that. You can't tell somebody what it is. You get me? You can advise, like you said. But like I'm saying, if we don't educate, we don't have these conversations and let people not understand the psychology behind it. Hold on, man's not finished. You get me, yeah? We're never gonna, no one's ever gonna get to that point. We as men are not gonna, we as black men especially, are not gonna learn to appreciate. Yeah, I do appreciate natural hair, but we're not gonna learn to appreciate it as a majority until we see more of it. So it's women can sit there and say, yeah, but man them don't wanna feel me when I got tough. Then you need to be the person to stand up and make man them feel you and show them that you're just as bad with the weave as you are without. Do you understand? That's that, you know, maybe if you wear weave 7 days a week, maybe one day you don't. And you go in and you have the exact same diva mentality you do with the weave, because the weave doesn't make you who you are. You do. Do you understand? The same way your shape up don't make you who you are. You know what I mean? Yes.
So, it's true. What he just said there, I get the whole thing about educating, but we are moving like we just live in one black community and it's just us together. Yeah. We have to interact, we have to be in white spaces, we have the media influencing us. So as much as we can, I've always said that when I start having my children, God willing, I'm shaving off my hair, I'm growing natural, so that when they look at me, they see themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I get that whole idea. But when they go to school, they're not gonna face the same thing. So it's not just telling black women and educating us, because a lot of us are educated, but you have to understand on a daily.
One question though. How would you feel for white women coming for Afro?
Let me finish.
How would you feel for white women coming for Afro?
Wait, I'm going to answer that question, but you have to understand on a day-to-day when we are walking on the street, the amount of different interactions we will get based on the different type of hairstyles. Even the type of hairstyles will decide on the type of man that I will get, like in the club. Like if I've got a banging weave that's shaking, listen, I was going to say beautiful, yeah. If I've got a beautiful long weave, man then will be like, listen. She's a baddie. When I have my hair shaved off, when I have my hair shaved off, they're not interested. 100%. They're not interested. No, it's my experience. Are you a girl? For too long, black women, black bodies have been used as a costume, as something to stare at, as something to put in a zoo, and we are dehumanized. Yeah. So when women have been wearing these wigs, a lot of the time, some of them are using it as a costume. They're not saying, I'm trying to be like this person. Yeah, they're like, I'm just being a black person. And they bring out the stereotypes, so they'll have the hair, the big lips, and all of that. And stuff like exactly, or they'll do dreadlocks and they'll do that. And it's just like, we are not this skin is not a costume, but when I wear her wig, I'm not saying that I'm a black woman. I can't lie, and maybe I need to deal with that. And there's lots of stuff to do.
I get why it's different. Honestly, I do get what they're coming from, where they're coming from, but I just don't agree with it. It's not that I don't understand. I just don't agree with the idea of somebody saying that because of the choices that I make with my exterior, it means that somehow I'm unconfident or I'm self-hating. Like I said before, for some women it is, but for other women, and I hope to think it's a lot of women, it's just out of choice. It's fun. I don't think you understand how fun it is to wear wigs. Like literally one day I'm brunette, next day I'm blonde, next day it's long, next day it's short, curly, afro puff, bushy.
I don't think as a black woman you should make it your priority to wear a wig 24/7, and I feel like there are some black girls that feel like they are only confident with a wig on. I think we have to start loving ourselves and feel confident in our own skin. And you know, because I just feel like sometimes a lot of black girls will feel like a bad bitch wearing a wig, but then you don't use that type of energy when you're wearing your natural hair.
I'm a firm believer in that if you're gonna wear weave, if you're gonna rock weave, yeah, calm is a fashion statement, but if you're doing it in as a way to kind of cover up your real hair, in the sense of you're embarrassed and shamed by your real hair, yeah, then that's something that's a problem. That's an issue. It's an issue for yourself and it's an issue for the culture. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when that woman has kids, you know what I mean? That's something that she's probably gonna pass on to her kids. You know what I mean? And you can call it what you want. You can call it self-hate. You can call it whatever you want. But it's for some women who wear weave, that's what it is. In the same way that a certain man will be bald and I'll wear a cap. You understand?
But I feel like if black men could also stand with black women and encourage black women and let black women know that it's okay and that they find us beautiful and attractive and we can be more comfortable expressing ourselves and going through that journey of unpicking and unlearning together, then I think that we'll have much better success. But if it's always going to be black men pitted against black women and having society tell black women off, oh, you don't like yourself, then I feel like the journey is just going to be so much more difficult for a lot of black women.
My last words, is think about the children, man. Think about the next generation. You don't have to wear this stuff on your head no more. We've got to break those chains, man. Break the cycle. Yeah? The same way you won't use the N-word because of where it comes from. Stop putting that stuff on your head. It looks stupid. It really does look stupid. And what do you think white people are thinking when they see you walking and go, yeah, look at her trying to be like me, trying to look like me. Come on, man. Just let's break the cycle, man.
A woman will stop wearing a wig and weave whenever she's ready. Nobody can force her to do so. Yeah, let her enjoy her life, wear a wig, weave, grow her hair if that's the reason why she wants to wear it. If she wants to wear it for fashion reasons, let her wear it for fashion reasons, but you can't be coming at her crazy, trying to force her to do something she's not ready to do.
Yes, people, that's the end of that. That was a hot discussion. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell, and look out for another episode of Barber Banter.